SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against it, 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's got the first down and more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive.
Yo, the Monday Night Football just said the cussing words to Mulatto song, bro.
He can be such a
yeah, talking about they said dick and everything.
In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call him
you heard it.
A workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Williams.
You hear it?
And he gets stopped up at the 30.
You ain't hear it through Lily shit.
I
didn't hear that.
I thought she said big, and then she didn't went it out when she said ass.
Nah, hell no, she said it all.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here and just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their don't like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their own 15. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
That's his handle. That's his handle, boy. On the range. Went to work all week.
For the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
Yes,
and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
2nd and 9. Gibson back in the game for the Commanders.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Snap is to Samuel. He was back there with Gibson. Gibson blocking, and Samuel gets flipped by Hassan Reddick. So Heineke not taking the snap. Instead, it's Curtis Samuel. And he uses Antonio Gibson as his lead blocker. Yeah, McLaurin, he comes around, they fake that. You got Gibson as the lead blocker, and Curtis Samuel.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. On the move to his left.
Oh my God. Pig. Gardner Johnson.
Yeah, just talking shit about it.
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
But he ain't throw that right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there.
And that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right, they did something to disrupt that time.
That nigga got 6 picks. And they put him up in all season.
I think he had done that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The new Subway series. What's your pick?
So?
The new iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yep, the camera's incredible. And I get it.
But everyone should.
Everyone can get it.
Everyone customer.
And every existing customer.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yeah. Your booty smell like doodle. Shorty.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Yeah.
Now it's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb from that outside.
Oh, I got to get the Virgil. They got that football shit in it. I got to get it.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's taken in the 26. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The back pedal did not commit either to the inside receiver or to the outside receiver. Instead,
the Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Washington has a 6-point lead in 1st and goal after 6.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass straight in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
He's been really good, too. We came into this game talking about Nick Sirianni and the job that he's done really the entire.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Coming into the game, but Shane Steichen has done some good things, calling plays for this offense and being balanced.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of the season?
That's big if that's true. That's big if that's true. Slaughter look hurt.
Do a little bit of a reset for this team, but it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now,
this is a
little more importance on what they're getting done because they carried with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Oh, that's a fumble.
I thought he got the ball, but he got the face mask.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece.
I hope he's not really hurt.
The offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Herbert's throw caught here by Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36.
For the Commanders, they missed the face mask. No, these fans are pretty irate right now after they saw it on the big board.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
You love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone. But you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Eagles have turned it over just 3 times total. They missed the face mask, and we're going to get a play here, then we're going to go back to this. They did an expedited
2nd and 8 coming up.
Jamin Davis was down, so no touchdown.
Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The hope is, with a touch pass like that, they may catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play
I say bless you, bless you.
against certain defenses. This clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now we give up the middle to Williams.
He wasn't. Oh, he fumbled.
40.
Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled.
This afternoon.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence
Who fumbled?
to run the football.
Where's Watkins?
Back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He doesn't get touched as he goes to the ground to make this catch.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Just good pursuit there on the backside, making a
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles now have fumbled on back-to-back possessions, and they've matched their turnover total for the season here tonight. And this is a quiet stadium. It's a 5-point game with 5:40.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And turnovers offensively.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Hand off to Gibson again. Defensive front. Real strength for this team. Making the stop, a gain of 3. Yeah, and I'll go back to the
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
For the play. Here on 3rd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A.
He floats it, he's got a man.
Oh yeah, the Redskins just want to win.
Samuel. A flag is down. And it appears
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
It's
been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and that didn't help them at all.
They begin the drive with Williams.
And he's entitled.
Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. And let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Completion to Samuel. Throw is a short one.
Williams is going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here's a better look at it.
3rd and long, it's Wilson.
And he's more than
outright. This one goes to Patrick. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Our statement Saturday college football lineup has 4 top 10 teams on ESPN and ABC. Number 3, Michigan hosting number 21, Illinois. 2nd-ranked Ohio State takes on Maryland.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Number 5, Tennessee squares off against South Carolina. College football Saturday kicks off at noon Eastern.
They go play action with Wilson.
The Commanders' first punt.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
What he's been able to do, and can he do it again? He did it on that last drive. On a really great throw, great read.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Tipped it away. Now under 3 minutes.
Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As he was under heavy pressure from Jonathan Allen. Oh, man, Jonathan Allen, he gets pressure right up the field. Landon Dickerson right here. Left guard, and just immediately, just a whip.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. A fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14.
Hurts doesn't see anything right away, and then he tries to take off.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Just looking
a good
ahead, it would
plan.
appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Eligible downfield on a kick. Kicking team number 44. A 5-yard penalty. Replay fourth down.
He was just worried he was
On first and 10, Herbert.
Just wasn't confident he'd be able to get that off.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Down to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, they're counting on an extra stop. Yeah. With the 2-minute warning with Washington possessing the ball. So that's a big call, and Sipos has to hit it from his end zone.
Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Milne on the return.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Caught left side, Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Herbert now. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 brings up second and 9. Broncos 25-yard line.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can... Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now Herbert. Finding Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. He can really smell 800 catches right now, because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A couple more minutes.